also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land and their ancestors and their leaders, past and present, and developing. And my passion is developing new leaders. On my Churchill Fellowship to Norway, I found that 96% of students studying a vocational education and training program in the final years of secondary school gain employment in their field of training. In Australia, over 220,000 students study vet courses in years 11 and 12 each year, yet only 40% get jobs in their field. Imagine where our economy and the future of our young people would be if a further 125,000 vet students gained employment out of their courses. We might not have ever needed a job trainer. So, why don't they? All of us here have experienced the culture of a school, and all of us here have experienced the culture of a workplace. And all of us here know that school is nothing like the real world of work. Ironically, our often criticised industrial model of education is nothing like modern industry, nor does it serve it in terms of employment outcomes. The problem we have in Australia is a clash between cultures, between a culture based on an education logic in our school and one based on an employment logic in industry. So why is Norway so successful? Norway's successful because it structures its school vet programs like workplaces, not like schools. But you say, we've got simulated workplaces in our schools, amazing facilities, workshops, commercial kitchens. Well, we do, but the modern world of work is based on relationships and social constructs. A physically simulated workplace is not enough. We need socially simulated workplaces in schools, where we don't treat 17 and 18-year-olds like children, but like employees, where educators stop being authority figures and start being workplace coaches, treating students as partners in the organisation, encouraging their input and trusting them to carry out complex tasks, where we have a positive model of performance improvement as opposed to a deficit model of behaviour management, where industry is welcomed as partners and clients of the training rather than as entities solely to support the school. If we are to address the recommendations of the Shergold report into senior secondary pathways, we must make industry equal partners in vetting schools, and for that we need an equal playing field of a similar employment culture. A cultural shift is a mindset shift. It costs nothing to implement, but we do need incentives to make it happen. Funding for school vet could be linked to the implementation of cultural change. The new industry training hubs which are being rolled out, the first of which is in Burnie, Tasmania, could be given a specific role in helping schools and industries address the cultural clash. ASQA, the Australian Skills Quality Authority, could divert some RTO compliance attention to the training delivery environments, where the simulated workplaces are socially simulated. In Australia today, school is nothing like the real world. In the field of vet, at the very least, let's make it real.